disorder, attention deficit disorder,
ADD,
Attention deficit disorder.
attention deficit disorder,
When I was young, it's no question I had ADD. That's why the other kids in the yard never wanted to play with me. They'd say, Matty B, I wish you'd stay away from me. And at age 6 I was already a failure to be, cause I pulled my dick out and let it sway in the breeze, and asked second grade girls just to drop to their knees. Sorry mum, school was only about wasted fees, taking other kids and scraping their knees along the schoolyard bitumen, and chasing the headmaster around and trying to piss on him. If he'd been any taller I would have tried to shit on him, but I think he would have enjoyed it cause he liked having faggots hit on him. And every day I used to get the cuts for calling teachers sluts and pinching young girls' butts. An angry young man who never gave a fuck, who just loved to cause havoc and just run amok. Like the time he hit my cousin with his Tonka truck, and embedded in his skull the back wheel got stuck. To the hospital is where he got rushed, and I laughed my ass off as I watched the blood gush. But that's the way of an attention deficit individual sent to this earth, simply just to shit you all. Fucking up for me was like an everyday ritual, but nowadays I'm just drug habitual. That's the life of an attention deficit individual sent to this earth, simply just to shit you all. Fucking up for me was like an everyday ritual, but nowadays I'm just drug habitual. All my dad used to do was cast insults, pick faults, and walk around the house and sulk. He ignored me for a month when I was 4 years old, cause I was an excitable little kid that loved to scold. And when mum and dad went and got divorced, he took the liberty of ripping mum off, of course. And I'm pretty sure he did it without remorse, cause mum had issues and rarely gave him intercourse. To be a pro surfer was my childhood dream, but dad made sure any opportunities were ripped at the seams. I'd save up to complete by the contest date, but dad would hide my board out of spite and hate. Nice one mate, you fucking did me proud. Destroyed my dreams because I act too loud, and you wonder why nowadays I wanna slap you down, treat you like a bitch and fucking crack you now. If I wanted to, dad, I could probably have you drown, but I'd sooner rock the mic and just act the clown. And just to make the whole damn package complete, at age 15 my dad put me out on the street. He said, I'm sorry, you just can't live with Kay and me, because we just can't cope with your ADD.
In my younger and more vulnerable years, my father gave me some advice that I've been turning over in my mind ever since.
But that's the way of an attention deficit individual sent to this earth, simply just to shit you all. Fucking up for me was like an everyday ritual, but nowadays I'm just drug habitual. That's the life of an attention deficit individual sent to this earth, simply just to shit you all. Fucking up for me was like an everyday ritual, but nowadays I'm just drug habitual. An overdiagnosed condition in a profit-based system. Kids, what are they giving them? Brain-numbing shit like Ritalin. The doctor doesn't care as long as the company's killing it. They're even bulk billing it for the kickbacks the company's giving them. Here's a new symptom cure, kid, try it. Help yourself help a pharmaceutical giant. Put down mum's crystal vase, Matthew, don't throw that. Otherwise it's off to the doctor for some Prozac. Not exactly nutritious for kids and everyone knows that, but how do I stop this disturbed kid upsetting me? You better bite the bullet and get some dexamphetamine. This problem must be addressed, you just can't let it be. But maybe there's no problem and it's just the world upsetting me. That's why I say fuck the medications and object so heavily. Instead I'll ride waves, rock mics and eat healthily. Do my own thing and the world can just let me be. Let me be, let me be.
I think I may know what the problem is. I think maybe Timmy is suffering from something called attention deficit disorder, or ADD. It's very common in kids his age.
That's the way of an attention deficit individual sent to this earth, simply just to shit you all. Fucking up for me was like an everyday ritual, but nowadays I'm just drug habitual. That's the life of an attention deficit individual sent to this earth, simply just to shit you all. Fucking up for me was like an everyday ritual, but nowadays I'm just drug habitual. An angry young man with a bad case of ADD. An angry young man with a bad case of ADD.